Now we're going to start with our session called Changing the Planet, Sustainable Development, the Way of Desire. So we have 3 speeches and then one open stage at the end. And the questions we're going to be discussing are what if this whole mess we're in right now was in fact a design problem? How do we move from bad, unsustainable design to a design of goods, services, systems that is sensitive, sustainable, durable, and beautiful, and also sensible and profitable? Our first speaker today, so there is a change in the program because Gunther Paoli has missed his plane, his connection, so he's coming later. So we inverted both keynotes from this session and the next one. And Dennis kindly agreed to, who was supposed to speak at 11:30, kindly agreed to come earlier today. So he's working at WWF. He's a global policy advisor. And I leave him the floor. Please welcome Dennis Pamlin.
So, yeah, I got a phone call this morning. There is an emergency. Gunther Paoli will not arrive in time. Can you take the first session? Of course, Saturday morning, Marseille, beautiful day, a late night yesterday. Not the best place maybe to talk about these things. But why not? I changed my presentation a little bit, so bear with me if it's a little bit of unstructured here. People talk about innovation all the time, and everybody got their own definition. For me, innovation is very simple. It's a respond to an emergency. Unfortunately, today, what I find is that we're not really having filters to distinguish what things are triggering that innovation. It seems like the urge to make money within corporations is a driver for innovation, rather than what the planet and people actually needs. So I don't know what kind of Twitters and blogs you're checking out, but yesterday there was an emergency coming out again. This year, for the first time in human history, we'll have more than 1 billion people starving on this planet. So you see that 1/6 of humanity will not have enough to eat. If there's anyone in the room that don't care about these things, I have a serious problem where the humanity is facing and heading. And the interesting thing is also that we have this huge urbanization challenge. So it's particularly people in urban areas that will be affected by this. But what I see is a mismatch. So we have all these fantastic ideas. When I was listening yesterday, it was brilliant ideas. It was everything from your cat running away with some sort of interface and your plants dying. Bruce had his fantastic ideas about, the privacy and underwear. We have all these sort of pressures on us, and we try to invent and be innovative to respond to those things. But how much time do we spend on different things? It's all about balance. I think we should, have tracking devices for our cats, but how much time do we spend on that, and how much time do we spend on trying to face the challenge that 1 billion people are starving today? So that's the theme that I'm going to talk about, changing or challenging the planet. For me, it's a bizarre title, Changing the Planet. We need to change, not the planet. I don't know if you see the original or the new version of The Day the Earth Stood Still. If we die, the planet will survive. If we survive, the planet and we might die. But we're so anthropocentric, we're so much looking at putting ourselves in the center instead of understanding that we are part of this giant web that actually don't need us. But we're killing that web, and by that also killing ourselves. So there's different levels on these things. And also, I don't really like environmental solutions. And the reason for that is that we in the West have seemed to put environment as a luxury. We do everything else first, and then we say, oh, there might be some problem.